Yes, Minecraft, the game of family, Bed Wars, the Dream SMP, and many others. Now let me tell you about Chilltown. This realm my friend made that became a living war zone. Now for you Java players, a realm is a monthly subscription that lets you have a world that anyone can join at any time. I don't think I need to explain what Minecraft is. So let's begin. Also, I'm going to be using their usernames instead of their real names. Meet Colton Bohr, a kid. So Colton, one day was like, I want to spend lots of money for no reason. So he bought a realm for all of his friends. Now, let me introduce you to a few more people. There's me, obviously, the 13-year-old that had nothing better to do. There's Crafty Lemur, or Crafty. He's a great guy to be around most of the time. And Colin and Crafty tried to get me to join, but I said no, because I felt like this might go down in a house fire. But after a week of please, I finally joined, and it was great. Now there are two more people I want you to meet. There's your boy, H, I don't know, and Carter Bohr. So your boy and Carter. So when I joined, they made a pretty good town, and Colton and I were mainly the ones there, and he helped me get set up. 5 dogs, a horse, and a brand new house. It was great. But things started to go downhill very fast. One day, when I woke up, I saw blood on the carpet of where my dogs were. And I saw a note saying, "This is only the beginning." I looked around for my dogs over and over, but I saw nothing. They were dead. Colton comforted me, and I recovered from my sorrow. A few days later, I heard Colton and Crafty playing around, and my horse was missing. They were playing around with it, just doing their own thing. And then during that time, I hear a horse cry in fear as it's silenced. Colton and Crafty shot it. Death after death, it was too much for me. So I ran towards them and killed one of them and nearly broke their elytra. Now they never shut up about it. And things started to get better after that. And Crafty and your boy started building a new house. Good for them. And Colin also built a mob spawner. Why the hell not? Now everything is back to normal. And it's been a few days. Nothing bad has happened in a while. God dang it, who stole everybody's stuff? Everybody's stuff was missing, and we all blamed it on Carter. So he was put in jail, obviously. What do you do in a Minecraft server? You put him in jail. So we decided that it was time that we killed the Ender Dragon the next day. We traveled miles and miles and found nothing. And sadly, we failed. But Colton had an idea. He decided it was time we used cheats. So we said fine because we couldn't find it. We kind of found it, but it didn't work. So after that, he built it. We slayed the Ender Dragon and also killed 2 more withers on the side. Because why the hell not again? And that was about it. The next day, we told Crafty about what we did. We thought he was going to be happy, but he was pissed. We fought for 2 days straight, but he cooled his beans, and it ended. And now we have an iron farm. Yay! Now we have a new person named Kerbal Man, or Kerbal. And he lives with Crafty and your boy in their new house, because they finished it. And they also built a trampoline for no reason. Now let's go to the mob farm. Me, your boy, Colton, and Carter were chilling at the mob farm when Colton got bored and gave us millions of dirt, even though we said no cheats. Ender Dragon does not count. Please don't, no. And gave us slime blocks as well. And Carter and your boy got in a huge fight, and Carter took some of your boy's stuff. But he got it back. He got it back the next day. So sunshines and rainbows from now on, right? No, bitch. A world war happened. So the next day, I leave Carter alone on the realm and go to bed. But he has a plan. A very evil plan that's gonna tear the world in half, and it's gonna end in everything. He went to sleep. But Colton gets on and uses his commands another time. For someone different. Someone less needing of it. The next day, I wake up to no house. I stare with blank eyes, and Colton comes up to me. "Brody, what happened to your house?" he said with an evil grin. I sat there, speechless. And he said I could live with him for now. And he even upgraded his house so I could live with him for a little bit. It was a bit cramped, but it worked. But I don't know, I just didn't want to. So I dug underground and lived underground, obviously. And then randomly while we were playing, Colton confessed that he blew up my house, and then proceeded to say Crafty also helped him. And I left and slept, pissed off. Next day, I woke up to my underground house, being perfectly fine. Thank God. But Colton was filled with evil, as he said, "Brody, we're at war. Pack your stuff and leave." So I did, was terrified of what they were going to do, and lived at a house alone, needing peace once and for all. But then I see Colton glide by with him and his friend, and they threaten to blow up the house unless I went and joined their team. So I ran away with the last of my fireworks, with nothing else, and lived somewhere else. But he found me again, and somehow took pity on me, and just left me. Yeah. Also, I forgot to talk about something very important here. Time travel. Colton has the power to go back in time and he has the power to go back in time if people lose any things, and also use commands, and also give people said commands as well. So there's nothing really special about this. It's just something bad happens, back he goes. So if something bad happened to someone else that he was up against, sucks to be them. Oh, and if you're wondering, the whole reason why this war started was Colton decided to get more. When I mentioned that he did something evil with TNT, that someone didn't deserve it, you thought I was talking about me? I didn't mean just me. I meant Kerbals, Yo Boys, and Crafty's house as well. So it's kind of annoying to see he started the war. So one day, after getting up and in my new house and coming out, I see Crafty and Your Boy flying out of the sky. Colton blew up their new house and wasn't going back. And at the time, Kerbal wasn't there, but for some reason was given creative before he left. I have no idea why. Then when he came back, they told him to break Colton's base, and he tried his literal hardest, but was caught. Then they came up to me and said, "You're our last hope. Just destroy the base the best you can." As they got teleported away to be tortured forever. And since Kerbal made damage, I knew I could do something since he placed TNT everywhere. I lit it up, obviously. But, of course, with his powers, he went back in time like nothing happened. But he went back in time enough to where you boy and Crafty's house were still alive, and also Kerbal's house. But they blew it right back up. So then they came back and said, you actually have to do it now. Since I had no TNT and only two things of fireworks left, I knew I was going to have to be stuck there, but I could run away since I still had the Elytra. So I tried. I ran towards their base and tried my literal hardest. I only got to one floor and started breaking. But then one of them teleported to me. Because I guess they have spidey senses. I don't fucking know. So I ran, knowing that was the only thing I could do. But they were able to whip me away with teleportation and torture me forever. Now, what's the moral of the story? Nothing. This is a story about war and nothing else.